6 years ago, I left my life in England behind and joined my family to take on the daunting task of restoring this stunning French chateau. 3 years later, I started a YouTube channel. And since then, we've shared our story with viewers all around the world. And not forgetting all the friends who've helped us along the way. We do everything ourselves, from restoring the gardener's cottage, maintaining the huge forest and estate, to restoring the grand interiors back to the way they were over 100 years ago. A lot has changed, but we've barely scratched the surface. And our journey here has only just begun. My name's Michael, and I'll be your host for this amazing adventure. This is Doing It Ourselves. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now, unfortunately, my cameraman Florian has gone away for 2 weeks to do his exams in the south of France. He's doing a remote course. He does most of his lessons online, but just for a few weeks of the year, he has to go to the actual university and do his exams. So I'm on my own. I have to film everything. So it's not going to be the most dynamic video you've ever seen, but we'll try and give you a gist of what we've been doing in the last few days. So last week, you'll know that I put a brand new window in the cottage. Now, the old window was a French window. Now it's two sort of almost like doors with glass in that close and they meet in the middle. Now, because of that, you have quite a wide strip of wood, about 4 or 5 inches of wood down the middle. And if you stand directly in front of those French windows, you can't look through them. There's the wood in the middle. And now, because of the new 3/3 design sash window, when I stand and look out of the window, I can see directly out. And directly in front of the cottage is this, what's for years been a very scruffy looking patch that had some herbs in it. Now, I've always dreamed of having an English style cottage garden. Now, many years ago when I went to see Beatrix Potter's house, I've actually been there twice. Her garden is in the cottage style. Now, that's just lots of different plants all grouped together with not much space in between. So you just get a mass of colours and different shapes and different heights. And it's just beautiful. And it's low maintenance because they're all grouped together. You don't have much space for the weeds to get through. So it's minimal effort, but maximum impact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a few days ago when I got Steve in. Normally he works with Billy at the convent, but he came to help me because he is a gardener. And we dug out the whole area and we put some terrain down, which is like a membrane, which stops the weeds, but lets the water through. And we put that down and we got loads of amazing soil from the forest, which is years and years of leaves that have rotted down into a beautiful soil. And it's really fertile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a few days ago when we went and we dug that out and we got all the new soil. And then what I'm going to do is, because we went to the garden centre a few days ago, me and Mum, and we bought loads of flowers. We've got everything. We've got peonies, we've got lupins, we've got as much as we could find. So anyway, I'm going to cut to a few days ago when we prepared the area. And then when we come back, I'll show you all the lovely flowers and we'll try and work out where I might not plant them today, but I need to sort of put them on the patch and get a sort of a rough layout because, you know, they've all got to be put in the right places. So, yeah, I'll cut to that now and then I'll see you back here very soon. Good morning, Steve.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Have you come to help me sort out my garden?
I've been seconded to the chateau today.
Yeah, well, I wanted you yesterday, but Billy nicked you.
You did.
So today we are, well, with the help of Steve, probably mostly help from Steve, we're going to be turning this, well, what I like to call it the piano, because it does, if you get up here, it's a shape of a grand piano, sort of, and it needs to
fine-tuning.
It needs fine-tuning, and it's chucking out the window.
I've got the four.
Oh, we go. You're full of them today, Steve. I want an English country garden, an English cottage garden. That's different than an English country garden. But an English cottage garden is, well, they just chuck everything in together and but tastefully. Good afternoon, Dad.
All right.
What are we up to then?
Well, just a nice bit of topsoil for the cottage garden up by your cottage.
Yeah.
I've been pulling all the leaves off and getting all the nice topsoil. I'll bring the tractor in a minute and take it back up there.
So this is good stuff, is it then?
Oh, it's proper loam. You know, it's been laying here for years and years. It just keeps rotting down the leaves.
Yeah.
Leaf mould.
Yeah. So the plants will grow nice in that then.
Grow.
Yeah.
That job to stop them.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Right. So we'll get the tractor then and get a trailer full of this, and we can spread it out over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Alright, I'm going down into the woods, Michael, get some of that topsoil.
Yep. Take the old Massey Ferguson.
Yeah, lovely old thing.
Yep.
Go forever, these.
Yeah. You arrived safely then?
Yeah.
We've got some visitors. You come to help, Ernest? Have you come to help? Good.
Stuff in there, Michael.
Yeah, it's better stuff there, I think. Do you think we got enough then?
Yeah, got plenty there, I think.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
can always come back and get a bit more if you happen.
Yeah.
but I need to
Ernest
go
can drive the digger.
there. Yes, with you.
Yeah.
You alright, Gren? Can you give me a lift back? Right, Steve, what have we been doing then? Or what have you been doing?
We've got rid of the weeds.
Yep.
Jet washed the greenhouse. Jet washed the slabs. Sorry, the cobbles.
Yep.
Put some bash down. And now we're ready for some weeds. Plants.
Yep. Well, there it is. Look at that. So it's all been dug out. We've got, what do you call this? Bash? Turan?
Bash. The French call it bash.
Yeah. So that will go on top of the soil, and then we've got the other soil that's going to go on top of that, and that should just keep most of the weeds down.
And we doubled up on.
We've doubled up, yeah. So and we've kept the rosemary because that's quite nice, and we've kept the chives because they're about to flower. There are some forget-me-nots. They're a bit dirty at the minute, but they will rinse off. And then there's some lavender there, and the rest is going to be replaced. So we're going to have an English cottage garden, hopefully, to go with the English cottage in France.
I've got to put the soil on first.
Oh yeah, we've got to put the soil on, yeah. But Dad's going to come round in a minute and tip it up, so we're just going to break it out and then it's done. Go on then! Useless that one is. I used a spade, shovel I mean. I thought I had way too much.
No.
So this is the patch that we did. We haven't actually finished it because we didn't get enough soil. So there's a few patches here that need some soil. We need some here. These are all the plants that we got. Now there's quite a big variety. It doesn't look like there's a lot, but it cost a lot of money. So hopefully they're going to get a bit bigger. But Mum's come to help me.
Yep.
Because you know what they are more than I do.
Yeah, some of them, Michael. Some of them we just liked the look of, didn't we? So
Yeah.
we just said, oh, we'll have that.
Well, what I've actually got is if I just go and get the book quickly. So a very kind viewer many years ago, now unfortunately I can't remember who it was that sent it to me, but I was sent this amazing book, and it's called Beatrix Potter's Gardening Life. Here you go, Mum, there's the book. In the back is a list of every flower that Beatrix Potter had in her garden. Right now we've got, this is a California lilac. And the bees and the butterflies absolutely love that. Once that's in bloom, you'll see it covered in pollinating insects. These are, what is that, Mum? Is that a lupin?
No, lupins are these.
Oh, that's a lupin.
There.
We've got lupins.
I don't know what this is. Hasn't it got a name on it?
No.
The trouble was, the nursery we went to,
Yeah.
they just had rows of the plants, but they only had the name at the end of the row, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
a
once
lot
you
of them,
take them, you're not sure what you've got.
Yeah, but we looked at some of the pictures and we cross-referenced the book, and some of them we found that we knew Beatrix Potter had. So we picked those, and some she didn't have, but we liked the look of them anyway.
Yeah.
So we've got... see, what I want to do is I've kept the colour palette quite simple. I've kept it to pinks, because of the colour theory. Pink will go with the green of the leaves. We've got purples, which I'll group next to yellow flowers because they complement each other. Any sort of I've got some corally coloured ones which will go next to blue plants because they'll complement each other. And we've just got some white ones, cream ones to just dot in between, just to break it up. So obviously these are what are these? Are these the no? What are these? Have they got a label? I'm not sure exactly what they are. There's no label on those.
No.
Are they a type of lily, I think? Sort of, are they lily? I'm not sure. We've got peonies. Lots of peonies, actually. So we've got these, which are a coral coloured peony. And I've also got some of these, which I've got a white peony and a cream coloured peony, which has a few flecks of pink in the middle. This is a... Clematis, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And we've got, these are irises. We've got yellow and blue irises. I'm not sure what these little pink ones are, but we've got yellow ones and pink ones. So they'll go next to, these yellow ones might look nice next to a blue.
Christmas roses.
Christmas rose.
There's one there. They're both white ones, a small one and that one, and we've got some more of those somewhere.
Yeah. We've got lupins, we've got yellow and blue lupins. I'm looking, actually, the one thing we haven't found is foxgloves. I want some foxgloves.
Oh, yeah, we haven't got
but I might be able to find those wild and dig them up.
Yeah.
And also some bluebell bulbs. I'll have to go and dig them up from the woods. They might grow here. I also need some buxus hedges, some little balls shaped ones, but we haven't got those yet.
Those are all Japanese anemones.
Yeah, these are Japanese anemones. I'm not sure how you say it, but anemones. But they came from my great grandmother's garden in England. And Mum's got some roses, some different roses. We've got yellow, a white, a pink. We're just going to dot those.
Purpley sort of pinky purple.
Yeah, we'll put those in as well. And these are, what are these?
They're the same. That's the Japanese.
Oh, more Japanese in it.
Yeah.
Are they all? What colour are they?
They're all like a pinky colour.
Oh, a pink. Perfect.
Pale pink.
And what else have we got here? We've got some hostas. Are they called hostas?
That's a camellia.
No, that is a chamomile, which is it's related to camellia and the tea plant, but it's a chamomile. So I'll be able to use the flowers to make chamomile tea.
Yeah. So some of these lupins did Steve's wife.
Yeah,
Kim
Steve's wife Kim
those.
gave me some of these lupins. I'm not sure what colour they are, but we'll find out once they're grown. I've got some more lavenders as well. Right, so I've put the peonies just here for now. But they're a coral colour, so they really need to go next to something blue. So they might be better next to the California lilac.
Yeah. Just make sure you put them in the ground a bit, because if they fall in the wind, they're going to snap.
So they'll probably be only about that tall when they're grown anyway, fully grown. Do you think, peonies?
Well, those ones down there, they've been in a few years, So probably the size they are with the pots now is the tallest they'll get.
And that California lilac will get taller. So maybe they should just go here. So what we've done here is we've got these peonies, which are a beautiful coral colour. Now that's going to look really beautiful next to this bluey purple of the California lilac. Now I might move this back just a little bit to there, then that can sort of fill this space here. I'll put the peonies in here so they can sort of sweep around the front of it. Those, I don't know what they are, but they're pink.
Right, we've got 2 more peonies.
2 more, yeah. See the other colour peonies, I want to put them somewhere else.
You've got a Bordeniche and a Duchess de Nîmois or something.
Okay.
This is a white and a pink.
Right, well they can just go together then, I
I'm
suppose.
going to find some canes for those.
The lilac can go there, gives it space to grow because it will get much bigger than that. What about the lupins?
Right, they get quite bushy.
Yeah.
There's a label there, just see what they say height-wise.
Hello everyone and welcome to the new cottage garden. Now what I'll do is I'll pick the camera up in a minute and I'll take you around and show you where we've put everything, and it'd be nice if you could give me some suggestions, maybe some things that we haven't thought of that are typical of a cottage garden, or maybe you think maybe we should move some things around because of the different heights and things. Because at the moment I don't know what all of these flowers are. I don't know how big they're going to get, if they're going to be too tall, they might block other things, but we'll have a look at that in a minute anyway. So yeah, if you just head to see behind me, there it is. So I'm going to get the camera now and I'm going to show you around what we've done. So here we are. I'll try and remember what everything is. I'm not exactly sure. So here we've got a white rose, and just behind it there's 2 white peonies. We'll just zoom out a little bit. I'm not sure what these are. They look like a sort of type of lily. Behind that we've got some beautiful coral coloured peonies, and just behind there we've put a California lilac. That's the rosemary, sorry, it's very similar to a lavender. Behind that we've got some hydrangeas. Are they pink hydrangeas?
That hydrangea, I think it's white. I'm not sure. It's
Yeah.
white or pink anyway.
Yep. Right, so there we've got a pair of azaleas just there. I think they're a pale pink. So we've got some yellow irises, and then behind that we've got some blue. This is a chamomile, and what else have we got over here? We've got these little blue flowers, some of these yellow dahlias, just in front of the chives, and then just over there there's some forget-me-nots that were already there. It's looking quite nice though, isn't it, Mum?
It looks really good. I didn't think we'd have enough, but I think we have. You're just going to fill up some gaps now with some box
Yeah, I need
hedging.
to get some little boxers hedges, little round ones, and put those in the gaps, maybe move a few things around. But I wanted to just put everything in, but just in pots for now, just to really get an idea of the layout, because you might find that we want to change things or put stuff in different spaces. We've got some, I can't remember what those are called, just there. Hostas.
Hostas, yeah.
I don't know how tall they get. They might be right. There's a little yellow rose in there, just behind these. What are these tall blue ones? I haven't got a clue. We've got some yellow lupins just in there. These are the Japanese anemones.
Yeah.
Anemones, yeah. That is a Christmas rose in there. There's a couple of different roses dotted around.
Maybe we could get a few more roses to put in.
Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy on the roses because they'll just be here and there. They're little focus points. You've got a very pale pink rose at the back there behind the California lilac. The thing is, the peonies are taking up quite a big space right now, just there. But they don't flower for very long. It's only about a month, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't flower at all that long.
No.
It's a shame, really, because they're beautiful.
Yeah. So, well, maybe I put a very bright pink rose just behind those peonies, so that when they stop flowering, you will have some colour there. But just look at that, absolutely beautiful. So, so yeah, we'll give that a few days just to see if we like the layout. And then what I'll do is I'll go and get some box hedges and move a few things around, find spaces for those. Because you need to have some evergreens for the winter. You need some stuff that, you know, some colour. Plus you'll have that Christmas rose, that flower then as well. And I think the high azaleas, they're evergreen as well, aren't they? So they'll be colour. Yeah. The rosemary doesn't die off in the winter, so that should stay there as well. But
we need bulbs for the spring and just a mixture of stuff really.
Yeah.
Just a bit of everything so that it always looks nice.
Yeah.
And if we pop to the garden centre, you might find your foxgloves and your box hedging.
Yeah, I've also got loads of packets of wildflower seeds, which I'm going to sprinkle in between. And also I've got some cornflowers, which are a mixture of blue and pink. And I'm going to scatter those in one area as well. But it's really it's transformed it.
Yeah, better than the old herb garden.
Oh yeah. And I just want to show everyone my rose that I've been training up the wall. For years, I thought it was a very, like, droopy looking rose bush. And I realised it's an Eden rose, or Pierre de Ronsard, which is the French name. And it's a climbing rose. So I've actually pruned it all and I've been pinning it to the wall. And it's been growing like crazy. So hopefully that should cover the cottage. I pruned back the wisteria and that is starting to flower now and come back into leaf because it was too big before, so I've really pruned that back. There's another rose here. I'm allowing just a little bit of ivy to grow up the wall, just tastefully, and I'll keep it in check. But I think it looks quite nice, a bit of tasteful ivy here and there. We've got this type of lily. I think it's a lily here. Canna lily, and also around the door I've got my white wisteria, but it won't flower probably until next year because it's only young. But it's I'm training it up and over the door, so it'll look quite pretty. Got some mint growing there, and yeah, just here, that's the view of the garden. Looking very nice. So there you go.